everyone, today I'll be reviewing this movie. It is on Netflix called Thrash, and this movie, when I saw the name for this, I was like, wow. After watching this movie, I'm here like, why didn't you just call this movie Trash? Because that is what I felt after watching this movie. Especially this is supposed to be like horror, kind of like a shark movie, and this movie was neither of this thing. Like, it's neither horror, neither a good shark movie. Honestly, I was just shocked. So this movie starts with, we see like this Carolina, they are getting this hurricane, I think level 5 hurricane, and they get this flooded by this flood, I guess, and by on the storm and everything. And we see, because the one truck driver, like one stupid truck driver, basically he accident, although he didn't do intentionally, but accidentally his meat truck flipped, and because of the meat goes to the water, and it brings all the shark to this town is underwater because of the hurricane. So first of all, I must say I was like excited when I saw this, because Carolina, this side of state, they're always getting hurricanes. So often they are, I think last time even they had this huge hurricane, and they did lose a lot of stuff, and they didn't get enough help or everything. So I was excited to see, okay, let's see some hurricane and the storm scene. And yeah, the first act for this movie, I did feel, honestly, did feel the anxiety, because it's real life, it happens in Carolina, that side of state. So I was like, whoa. It is. I was feeling a little bit anxiety watching this hurricane takes place, because this is a real life issue for people. So I was invested in the first act for this movie. But as the movie introduces to all the character to the audience, like especially the one girl, she lives in this house by herself. Somehow she has so much money that she's eating by herself and everything, and she's ordering out. And although I liked her, like her mom recently died, she's a likable character, but the way she was acted last act, you might not like her that much. And then of course the pregnant woman, it was so bad to watch her. And this pregnant woman was played by Phoebe Denver. She's from Bridgerton, so she's in this movie. I bet a lot of people will be checking this out because of her. She plays this pregnant, and the minute she shows up on screen, you're like, what are you doing here? Although she gave up the audience excuse, like why she's there, because her office made her work that late. So maybe it makes sense. So, and then we meet these 3 siblings, and they're orphan, and they live with this awful foster parents. And although I did like the siblings, their storyline, and that's about it. That's about it. Like only this, like 3 people you meet for this movie. Like, movie like this, especially when this hurricane taking place in such a, not big, but like medium-sized town, like where is the rest of the people, This movie, biggest problem with this movie is it's really needed more character, because the minute the shark eats all the side character, you left with only this 5 main character, and you're not gonna kill them off, right? So I feel like this movie overall, it was quite disappointment. Although I must say, there was some scene I did like, but there was some one behind the scene I was watching, like all this flood scene and everything. This movie, some scene the CGI looks good, some scene CGI looks bad, but overall this movie, it is very trash. It truly is trash. While this movie tried to be like, a lot of people are comparing this movie to Crawl, like this crocodile movie. The alligator in the basement. That movie had more tension, more excitement. The main character was very likable, and this one has none of those things. And all the shark in this movie, the way they act, they're so dumb. Like all the shark in this movie really dumb. Like I didn't like the way all the shark were acting, honestly. I feel like shark should be more vicious or something, especially in shark movie, right? Like, although I didn't see the similarity, honestly, between this and The Crawl. I thought this movie reminded me of Day After Tomorrow with the Jake Gyllenhaal, that movie, like, where the snow is coming, cold is coming in New York City. it reminds me of Day After Tomorrow, not Crawl for some reason, because Crawl is different storyline. So I don't know why people are comparing this to this. Maybe because of alligator and this. Yeah. So overall, this movie, it is very let down. Biggest problem this movie, as I said, very less character, and the character you have, none of them are that likable. And although Phoebe Dran, but she did try her best. But honestly, the climax for this movie is so underwhelming. Like the way they resolve the shark problem in this movie, like especially Phoebe Denver, after she gave birth, how she was just hanging around with her newborn in the water. Like what? How that baby survived in the water? I have no idea. That scene was so weird. These movies are like the ending is really very underwhelming, especially the guy who knows a lot about shark, like Dumas, and what is his name? He's in all the movie. He's very good actor, the black actor in this movie. Uh, his character did nothing. His character did nothing in this movie. Why would you take him and he does nothing? He's even in Quiet Place. Honcho something his name, you know him. He was in so many movies. Everybody knows him. He done nothing in this movie. Like, what was the point of getting him? Like, knowing about shark if he's not gonna do anything. Didn't make any sense, honestly. This movie's ending is really underwhelming. Like, everything gets resolved in the end. Like, what? Like, the little shark got eaten by the bull shark out of nowhere. Like, what? That shark just eat the little one, the one way attacking them, and that's it? Like, so dumb. This movie was really dumb, honestly. I couldn't believe it. Why didn't you just call it Thrash and call it a day? Who knows? Yeah, this movie is still, although it is trending on Netflix because people still like a good shark movie, but this ain't that. And that was my thought on this. Let me in the comment, what do you think about this movie? If you enjoyed this review, don't forget other reviews on other movies. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.